I know it's a little anemic, but it's good. And you're tuned in to Music Scene Investigation. Rich Wildman here. It is a special week. It is the 5th Sunday of the week of May 2015. And that means we've got a little something special planned for the show. We're going to turn things over to Andrea here in just a little bit. She's got everything planned out, and it's going to be as confusing as all get out, I think. And I'm scared. It's all I can say about it. Let her break all the surprises and news to everybody. Just sit back, hang on tight, because it's going to be a wild one. I want to, first of all, go over to London, England, talking with Ian and find out how he's doing, because I know he had a birthday just a couple of days ago. Happy birthday, Ian.
Thank you very much.
You're, what, 62 now? Something like that? Getting close?
Look, come on, Rich. We all know the old jokes. I'm never going to wash it because I'm never going to catch you up.
All right, 73 then is what it, yeah.
I'm celebrating the last year of my 30s.
Well, that's all right. Last year, you're 30, so you're 93. That's fine. All right. And now, Carol hasn't been with us for a while. Carol, we're all over on the radio right now. We're not sending video out during our live broadcast anymore. We're still recording our live video so you can catch it after the fact. But we've had so many problems with actually broadcasting live video. We've decided that what we're going to do is we're going to record it and put the video out after the fact. Our live audio is still going out over MSI radio. We're still recording audio as well. So we put all of that recorded stuff out, audio and video. But live audio is the only thing we're doing right at the moment. So hang in there, stay with us. It's all good. Yeah, you know, it happens when you don't hang around every week. You miss out on cool stuff like that. All right, now, Ian, I guess because it was your birthday, you got some pretty cool things. What
I did actually, yeah. I got lots of little cool things. Got my new T-shirt. Look, your Breaking Bad T-shirt.
It looks like a picture of you in a hat and sunglasses.
There we go. I was waiting for that. Got a cool little thumb piano. Look, hang on, look.
Sounds just like a car going outside. In fact, it was the same key.
It was. There we go. So that was pretty nice, along with the West Drayton idiots on the road. Fantastic. Yeah, and Jack Daniels and chocolate. I've been spoilt.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that'll make you sick if you do too much of it.
Wow, you've got to be sick at least once a year, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose. New Year's Eve or your birthday, whichever one. It's all good. Now you have some information from last week's witness statements that I want to get to before we throw things over to Andrea. Actually, before we meet everybody else on the panel, and then throw things over to Andrea. We've got to meet James yet, and then we'll throw it over to Andrea. You know,
he's just got here, so he can wait.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why we're gonna do the witness statements from last week first. And, of course, everybody remembers the witness statement includes from last week, Coyotes Worldwide with his song Black Lives Matter, Mark Stone and his song Enjoy the Ride, along with Project Sirius, our song of the week selectee in their track Ground Zero. So, Ian, let us in on the news, how the witness statements come out.
Well, we went with Project Sirius, and so did our audience across the board. So, again, we're on a week where everyone agrees with us, and I like it that way.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad everybody's back on track on the panel.
Indeed. It's nice to see.
And, of course, we had Josh Conway joining us for the very first time last week.
Josh came on for the first time and thoroughly enjoyed himself, so I think we'll see him back. And he's just managed to secure the property for his new drum key project that he's working on. So he's a big happy boy at the moment.
Excellent, excellent. Anything else you want to throw in before we go talk to James?
Keep your eyes out on my Twitter feed this week or next week. Got a new Lego video coming out, which I've been putting a lot of work into recently, just to get it done for minifigures.com. And it's sort of something to do with my T-shirt, to be honest.
So it has to do with you?
Yes, has to do with me, because I've done it, Rich.
Well, I mean, you're the main character in it. It's a picture of you on your T-shirt.
If you've actually bothered to watch any of Breaking Bad, you'll actually know that Walter White, who this is representing, is bald, has the goatee beard, obviously, and if you, Rich, had the dark glasses and the hat, you would be much more Walter White than I.
I don't know about that, but anyway, that would be funny. I should dress up like Walter White during the holidays and get arrested.
I seriously thought you and Ken had entered the Walter White lookalike competition.
If you know, we should. If Ken and I were side by side, we'd look more like the Blues Brothers than Walter White, I think. Just saying. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Anyway, we're going to head down to the English Riviera right now and talk with James a little bit. Hey, James, glad you made it, buddy. It was running kind of tight there.
Yeah, things got pretty tight. I was running late on the motorway and just got in with minutes to spare. And my phone was going crazy. I was getting a lot of Skype calls through from the guys at MSI. I was unable to answer, and then the machine decided not to tune in properly. But the main thing is I'm here.
Those bastards, those bastards at MSI calling you while you're driving. You gotta hate that. Now I gotta ask you the question though. Since you were out driving, were you speeding? Be honest.
No. That's why I was late.
Oh, that explains it then. Yeah, there you go.
I was going under the speed limit intentionally so that I'd be a few minutes late.
So you wouldn't get a traffic ticket.
Exactly. I never speed. I always go slower.
Late.
Now, they're the English Riviera. I almost called it the French Rivieras, you know, but the English Riviera. I've been reading weather reports online about what's been going on over in England. Now, I'm reading that next weekend it's supposed to be like 30 degrees over there.
Let's hope so.
So you got beaches down there on the Riviera, I'm assuming.
We do, but they're pebbly beaches. There is no sand for miles. You have to travel quite a long way to get to a sandy beach down here. But there's no problem. It's just a bit frustrating.
Well, you know, go find a nice, relaxing beach and, you know, drink some pina coladas or something next weekend.
But given how slowly I drive, by the time I get there, you see, it'll be dark.
Very good point. I keep forgetting about that. How was your trip to the theater last week?
It was good. It was a jazz related thing. It was Billie Holiday and Lester Young. It was some kind of tribute. It was very good. Unfortunately, the female actress, female actress, where does that come from? The actress, she had a very strong northern accent, which wasn't particularly convincing when she wanted to do an American drawl. But apart from that, the actual musicianship was top notch. Really good sax playing, and it was in a nice, cozy environment. So I had a nice time.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad to hear that, and also glad to see you safe and sound after your under speed limit driving Skype adventure, I guess.
Exactly.
It's all good.
You should have just answered it in the car. We could have done the show from there.
Next time.
Who knows? Connectivity might have been better. I don't know.
I can believe that.
It's good to see you, James. Now we're going back to the USA, across the pond, all the way over to the desert. No, we're not going to California. Close, we're going to Las Vegas. Andrea Bensmiller is going to be our host today. Hey, Andrea, how are you?
I'm very well.
Y'all
very excited about this game.
Y'all ready for this?
I think I am.
Oh, good. I'm going to
I
turn.
am.
I'm going to turn things over to you. I'm going to let you run the whole thing from here on out.
All right. Let's have some fun. In a minute, we're going to pick a number between 1 and 10 to determine the order of the game. You guys will be taking turns picking squares off of the Jeopardy box. So we're playing MSI Jeopardy today. All the questions are music related. We've got some categories that divide up the questions. We've got Sweet Sweet Harmony, Theoretically Speaking, Famous Techies, Song Goulash, and Fabulous Females. And you guys can't see the board out there in Radio Land right now, but there's a twist on the board in that the highest number questions, the most point value questions, are all situated in the Fabulous Females category.
I wonder why that is.
Little twist on today's music industry. We're gonna tip the scales a little bit today. So there's a couple different strategies how to play this game, but you actually can still win the game without answering any of those questions right. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But let's do an example so that, because James wasn't here for my explanation earlier, the way this works, you're going to choose under the category the point box that you're interested in trying to win. We have to start at the bottom, so we have to start with the 25s, and the lowest one in Fabulous Females is 100. We're going to do an example here because actually everybody but James knows the answer to this first question because we talked about it pre-airing. So, for example, if it was my turn to go, I would choose Sweet Sweet Harmony for 25, and I would go ahead and select the box.
All right.
And the question is, in the key of C, this chord would be the 6 minor chord. So there's going to be a timer. We're going to wait for roughly 10 seconds. Rich is going to play a little snippet. If this is your question to answer, you're going to take that time to, if you know the answer, write it down right away. If you don't know the answer, we are strongly going to encourage you to think and guess. You might as well take a stab at something. If you answer the question correctly, you'll get the 25 points or whatever points are in the box. If you don't, we're not going to be cruel and take them away this time. We're just going to add to what you get. So after 10 seconds, we would say, view the answer. The answer is A minor. Does everybody understand the game?
Yeah, but I'm still nervous.
James, you understand the game?
Just about.
Okay. So let's all pick a number between 1 and 10. Rich?
I'll go with... Go on then.
I go with 7.
Ian?
I'll go with 8. That's my number.
James?
4.
Okay, so Ian, you're going to go first. Rich, you're going to go second. And James, you will go third.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. Don't be too scared.
It's going to be very embarrassing, Ian. Yeah.
If you're listening along out there in Radio Land or after the fact when we post the video, go ahead and play along. See how many points you get. Some of the questions are very, very specifically knowing about things in music. Others are things you might be able to guess and figure out on your own. Okay, we ready?
Can I take 25 on Sweet Sweet Harmony, please? What? You said choose a thing and you have to start on 25.
And moving right along. All right, Ian. What's it going to be?
So I just said no. Okay, right. All right. We'll try Song Goulash for the 25, please.
All right. This American rock anthem features the lyrics, "Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where as a child I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by.
Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
You know you have 10 seconds.
I don't need to.
Okay. Yes, Sweet Child of Mine is the answer. 50 points to Ian.
I've heard that song played by covers bands.
25 to Ian. Okay. All right, Rich,
yeah,
you're up.
I've heard that song so many times by covers bands, it's ingrained in my head.
I had to wonder whether that would be easy or hard. But then again, when you threw me under the bus with answering my own lyrical question, so I don't remember any of my own lyrics. I can't remember them when I go to play the song either. So.
Oh goodness! All right. Theoretically speaking, for 25, I guess.
The key of B major has how many sharps?
I shouldn't have picked this one. It's been 25 years since I did any of this stuff. I'm going to say 3. Why not?
Let's see. See if you're right. No, unfortunately, it has 5, Rich.
Oh, darn it.
But nothing's deducted. You're still in the game.
I'm just happy I've got some points, so we'll be good there.
Okay, moving on to James. James, what's your poison?
I actually can't remember the categories. Was it theoretically something?
Yeah, theoretically speaking, Sweet Harmony, famous techies, song goulash.
I'll go with famous techies, please. 25.
All right. This man was the inventor of the synthesizer.
Bob Moog.
Yes. 25 to James.
Now, if I wanted to dispute that answer, could I?
No.
Okay. All right.
You tell him, Andrea.
I had to try.
You can take it up with Wikipedia.
All right, I will.
You can cheat with Wikipedia.
Okay, back to Ian.
Well, I'm going to go with song goulash for 50 then, please. Makes some sense.
Maybe you're on a roll. This Canadian songwriter is the author of the most covered song in music history, Hallelujah.
Leonard Cohen.
Yes. There you go. 50 points to Ian.
Yay me.
Ian's in the lead.
I'm glad you're keeping score because...
I'll keep score. No worries.
A lot of button pushing going on here. All right, and...
To Rich.
All right, let's go with famous females for 100.
All right. This female record producer produced Pink's #1 hit single, Get the Party Started, and Christina Aguilera's Beautiful.
It's my scared face for anybody watching, by the way.
That's always how you look. What are you on about?
I would say maybe Gloria Estefan is the only name I can think of.
Not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. Linda Perry.
Of Four Non Blondes fame.
Yes. All right. So moving on. Sorry, Rich.
Yeah, I know I suck.
It was a good shot, though. It was a good try. As the first person, with enough bravery to hit that fabulous females category.
Considering all the players are guys,
Yes.
I've certainly got an interest in females.
Turnabout is fair play.
I'm not saying we don't have an interest in them. I'm just saying I don't know much about them. Like every other guy. Just like every other guy.
Well, we're going to change that today.
I hope so.
All right. On to James. James.
I'm going to go with a theory question for 50, please.
With a theory question. Okay, theoretically speaking, for 50. In music, the interval of an augmented fourth can also be called what?
Seventh?
Not quite. The answer, a tritone.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, they're the ones that are going to catch me up.
All right. Moving on. The tritone, you guys remember the tritone, the devil's interval.
Ah, yes. They took it out, didn't they, during Gregorian music because it was bad.
We don't hear it a lot. It's a little disturbing.
Would the devil's chord have been a valid answer?
Yes, it could have. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to expand on your answers. I might take a lot of creative answers.
Creative I can do.
Do the creative ones also have to be correct in a way?
If they are somehow closely connected, then, you know, I'm feeling generous today. It might happen. All right, where are we back? We're back at Ian, right?
We're back at me. Right, go on. I've got to do it. I've got to do the 75 on Song Goulash, please.
All right. Some strategy.
Hit me, baby.
This American songwriter began his career in the 50s composing songs mostly about civil unrest and the anti-war movement.
Bob Dylan.
Yes, 75 to Ian.
On a roll, baby.
All right. Rich, you ready?
No. Oh Lord.
Do you want to go get a drink?
I've got a drink. It's just the wrong kind, apparently. So, all right. Let me see here. Let's go with. See, I can blame my problems on the fact that I'm running the video switcher and all that stuff at the same time. So.
Well, don't do any switching while you're answering.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that'll help.
I don't know. All right. Let's go with famous techies for 50.
All right. This man invented the instrument that bears his last name and uses proximity of the hand to the instrument as a means of changing pitch.
Do I just theremin?
Yes. Very good.
She's off the blocks.
First
Steve?
name apparently was Leon, and I had no idea about that.
It was Leon. All you would have had to get was theremin.
Or I could have just said Leon, and that would have been good enough too, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, on to James.
Now, wait a minute. Carol's saying this would be so good if I were a guest, because Pinky could answer the questions for me, as there's such a delay for me. Sorry, all right, go ahead, James. Sorry.
Okay, I shall have famous techies for 50, please.
Actually, you would be going for 75.
75 even. Yep. Okay.
One of the men who invented MIDI went on to found this very big musical technology company. Now, this one, you might want to think about what the technology we're talking about, and one of the most famous companies to do it.
That's tricky because there's a few that this could fall under. I'm going to go with Avid.
Nope, that is not correct. Roland.
I would have said Roland. Pass the points over. Come on.
Okay. Going on. Back to Ian.
Well, I've got to keep going. I've got to go to Song Goulash for 100, please.
You're on a roll here. Nirvana covered a song called "The Man Who Sold the World." Who is its original writer?
David Bowie.
Indeed, it is. 100 to Ian.
The question is, how does Ian cheat on this without everybody knowing? You guys got to hear what I'm hearing in the background here when I play this music. So, let's see if I can get that.
Okay. We're on to Rich.
I'm not trying to avoid my question by
He's
doing
trying to
this
put everyone else
background
off.
stuff.
Are you busy?
Yeah, I was just turning up audio so you guys can hear the music when when the questions ask between the times. Not that we have a chance to play it when Ian answers, but we do when others like James or I do. So
let's say when you play the other 3 categories, maybe would be the places you want to play the music.
all right, well let's keep Ian from winning this by going Song Goulash for 200, and I know I'll get it wrong, but still.
You never know.
Oh,
you never know, Rich. He's trying to steal your thunder, Ian. Here it goes.
Right.
This British singer-songwriter won Song of the Year at the Grammys this year. I do know how to spell the word one instead of one, the number, but
What
it
is
wouldn't let.
what is that? What is that guy's name?
What is his name?
I can't think of his name. I can see him. He's a little roly-poly, wimpy kind of guy, like red hair kind of guy. I'm not sure exactly what his name is, though.
Simple name.
I don't know.
Guess.
Sheehan. What's his name? Sheehan is who I'm thinking about.
Oh, no, it wasn't him. Do you want to take another guess?
No, I don't. I just don't want Ian to get it.
I see. That was a block instead of an actual win. No, the answer is Sam Smith.
There you go.
All right.
See, this is my strategy, Ian.
Dirty.
It's my strategy.
Play that was.
Yes. I have a strategy now.
Okay. Where are we going? Let's see. James, you're up.
Okay, so Song Goulash, what level am I allowed to pick?
Yeah, Song Goulash is out. Categories, everything's taken.
Right,
So you've
okay.
got Sweet Sweet Harmony, Theoretically Speaking, Famous Techies, or Fabulous Females.
I'm happy to try another Theoretically Speaking, please.
All right. For 75. The song Here Comes the Bride can be used as a mnemonic device for remembering which interval?
Fourths?
Sorry, what was your answer, James?
I don't know. All I could hear was loads of music, so it kind of distracted me a bit. But,
Oh, okay.
Fourths.
A fourth, yes. The answer is a fourth.
Oh,
The fourth
wow,
be
that was a
with
good
you.
guess.
Yes, you can always guess. All right, 75 to James. Oh, Ian, you better watch out.
Right, well, I'm going to go Fabulous Females for 200. Seeing as Rich has stolen my Song Goulash off me, I'm going to go for my 200 points anyway on Fabulous Females, please.
All right. This female jazz icon died not only penniless, but handcuffed to her hospital bed.
Ella Fitzgerald.
No, that is incorrect.
No.
Answer is Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday, yeah, it is. I saw the film and I was trying to think of it and I couldn't. There we go. Damn.
Now, yeah, could we have asked other players for their answer or their guess as well? Because Ian could have asked James, and James probably would have told him after his whole night out at the theater.
Yeah,
Well,
my skiving
unfortunately-
would have paid off there.
Yeah, Jeopardy is not the game with the like phone a friend thing.
Okay, well, worth a shot.
We could try it next time. We'd have to start from the beginning of the game, you know?
We'd all have to have 2 Skype connections set up just in case one was to phone a friend.
There you go. We need
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Rich?
that. Yeah, I was hoping you'd forget me.
Mm.
All right, let's see here. Sweet Harmony for 50, please, Alex.
All right. This chord appears as the 5-7 but is also commonly called what?
I don't play that way. The chords you don't play. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. The dominant. It's called the dominant. The 5 chord.
See, I should just be the spoiler. That's what I should. I should just go in and not answer the questions so nobody else can answer them. Like I've been doing so far.
In that case, you want to shoot for the one with the highest number of points. All right. Where are we? We're on to James, right?
I'll happily go with a Sweet Harmony, please, Andrea.
Sweet Harmony for 75, James. In rock, a chord that is notated G5 indicates that no third is to be played and is also called what kind of chord?
Augmented fifth.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Augmented fifth?
Augmented fifth. Nope. The answer is power chord.
Power chord. Yeah.
It's called a power chord.
I would have known that one.
I think anybody who plays a guitar would.
Yeah, the guitar players would know that one.
I wouldn't.
Back to Ian.
Oh dear, we're running out of options here, aren't we? Right, go on. I'm in the fabulous females zone. We'll go for 300 on the fabulous females, please.
All right, here we go. This American songwriter was the first songwriter in the history of Billboard to have 7 hits, all by different artists, on the singles chart at the same time.
I don't know is the answer, really. Madonna.
Nice guess. No, the answer is she's actually only a songwriter. Diane Warren.
I've heard of her.
Probably the most prolific pop songwriter in the world. Has written most of the hits that you know and love for, the last 25 years. Very, very prolific songwriter. All right, moving on to Rich.
All right, and since you gave me the advice last time, fabulous females 500. Ian looks dejected. Ian looks totally dejected. Oh, poor
Let's
Ian.
see. You never know. You might know it. Rich.
I doubt it.
You'd have 500 and you would actually be passing Ian.
I doubt if I know it.
Let's see. This female singer-songwriter holds the record for the biggest selling album of the 21st century.
Let's think about this a minute. Biggest album, 21st century. That's this century, not last century.
Mm-hmm. We've actually talked about this one on the show.
That confuses me now. All right, Lady Gaga.
No. Adele.
Yeah, I knew that one as well.
Adele, she passed Michael Jackson's record a couple years ago, I think.
Well, at least Ian didn't get that one.
All right.
Happy birthday, Ian.
That is one of the strategies of the game, to deny points rather than to gain them.
Just doing my part.
He's been denying me since we started this.
Moving on to James.
I'll go with a theoretically speaking if there's any left.
There are, for 100. The Lydian mode is a major mode with one note that is augmented. Which scale degree is it?
The 6th.
No, unfortunately, it is the 4th.
Damn.
Good guess, though. You were close. And back to Ian.
I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to go for the big one. 1,000 on fabulous females, please. Make it easy. Come on.
All right. In 2003, this female rocker was named as one of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time.
I don't know. I was going to say Pink, and then you said guitarist. And she's not a guitarist. Yeah. Chrissie Hynde.
No, good guess, though. Good guess. It was, believe it or not, Joan Jett.
The
only other woman on the list was Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
So those two, for some reason, those two female guitar players have stuck out.
I feel Chrissie Hynde should have been on that list.
Yeah, I would go with that too. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
All right, fabulous females are gone. Song Goulash is gone. We have famous techies, theoretically speaking, or sweet, sweet harmony. Going to you, Rich. What's it going to be?
Famous techies for 100.
This man designed the first mass-produced solid-body electric guitar.
Les Paul.
Yes. You have it.
I see Leo Fender.
I would have said Fender.
Oh, wait. No, you're right. You're wrong.
I'm
Sorry.
wrong. I should have kept my damn mouth. I should have kept my damn mouth shut.
You get the prize for honesty, Rich.
I was distracted for a second there.
Pinky got it right in the chat room.
Yeah, it was Fender. I was very confused when you said that you were right. I was like, what?
Oh, well.
You know, I get the two of them confused. They're often the same person to me, Les Paul and Leo Fender.
Yeah, their names do sound awfully similar.
All right.
Burt Whedon.
Okay, James, what's it going to be?
I'm going to go for the next stage up on Famous Techies, please.
Famous Techies for 200. This famous record producer was the founder of Motown Records.
Shel Talmy, or Tamley, or however you pronounce it. No, Berry Gordy.
There you go, Berry Gordy. We'll accept the second answer. That's 200 to James. Well, James has caught up pretty quickly.
I didn't know we could give more than one answer.
I told you. I told you, Rich. If you're creative, I might actually just give it to you.
Just let me bring my browser up, then, man. Come on.
I didn't say cheating.
Oh, well,
I said creativity.
I'm good in Google, but 10 seconds just ain't long enough, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There are creativity points. All right.
I can find anything in 10 seconds.
That's not
Ian,
what
we've got you next.
It's me, isn't it? Okay, what we got left? We've got Sweet Sweet Harmony, theoretically speaking, and that's it, isn't it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, Jesus. Let's go with some of that Sweet Sweet Harmony.
Right, for 100. This chord is created by lowering both the third and the fifth of the chord.
Major.
I'm sorry, one more time?
A major chord.
Lowering both the third and the fifth?
Minor chord.
One more guess.
First, third, and the fifth is a major. I don't know then.
Optimum word, lowering. Flatted third, flatted fifth would be...
A flat.
Yes.
A major
Last
flat.
Chance.
A major flat. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay, diminished.
Diminished. Okay. Sorry, I thought you said just lowering the fifth, third, and the fifth. Yeah. See, I'm rubbish at theory. I told you I was. I warned you.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
It was
tough. You know, it's tough to know what everybody knows. I didn't want this game to go 5 minutes. Oh, the game's over.
Box of Crap got it right in the chat room, by the way.
You did, yes. Well done, Boxo. We're going to watch these answers.
Somebody
Where
still
are we?
wants to know how they're hearing the feed before the rest of us. I don't know that nobody can hear the feed before everybody else. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case anyway. All
Maybe
right.
the chat is behind.
Yeah, different people may have may have come in at different times.
That would be my guess.
And the radio stream should be close to in sync for everybody, but it may be different for people. So, all right.
All right, there are 2 on the board left, both for 200, one in Sweet Sweet Harmony and one in Theoretically Speaking. And Rich, we go to you.
Which one's easier, Andrea?
Let's see. They're both a little bit hard.
All right, I'll choose none of the above. Let's go to one that's already been answered that I probably don't remember I wouldn't remember the answer anyway. Theoretically Speaking, please, for 2 billion points.
Theoretically Speaking, it is. Now this you could guess at. You might be able to. The treble clef has another name corresponding to an alphabetical letter.
I know this one.
What is it?
The G clef.
Yes, 200 to Rich.
My God.
It might be a sweep.
See, now I am not totally inept when it comes to music. There are some things I do know. It's just been forever since I've actually had to use any of that knowledge.
Well, this is interesting because we're at Rich 250, Ian 250, and James 300.
Wow.
Wow.
How did that happen?
So we have this last question for James. We have the final question, which will go to everybody to answer. If you answer it correctly, you get the points. So now we're in the crunch of the game.
Can I answer the last question last so I know what everybody else has already answered, so I know if they get it right, I can get it right too?
So everybody will write it down.
Oh, damn.
James, you ready?
Yes, indeed.
You don't get a choice. You get Sweet Sweet Harmony for 200.
Okay.
There you go. In jazz, this 2-chord progression is often used to momentarily cycle through different keys within the same song.
So what was that? 2-chord progression?
2-chord progression. It's very famous.
A-B.
We're looking for 2 Roman numerals. 2 Roman numerals, as in harmonic chord progression symbols.
So.
Or 2, you think of them as 2 numbers within.
Yeah, 1 and 5?
No. 2 5. 2 5, 2 5. The 2 5 1, we use it a lot in jazz to get from one key to the next. All right. The board is clear.
So there's 50 points in it between me and Rich. Sorry,
Yep.
50 points level with me and Rich, and then 50 points to James. And how much is the final question worth?
The final question is worth 100 points.
See, now, guys, we know that next time Andrea hosts the quiz, we should be very afraid.
Very afraid.
I don't think it was any worse than Ian's quiz show, which I couldn't answer any of the questions to.
You got loads right. It was only the one about your lyrics that you got wrong. I mean, it should have been the easiest for you.
Yes, okay.
Box of crap is right again.
Okay, so are we ready for the final question?
Yeah, so is this open to everyone?
That's a question for everybody. You're all going to write it down. Nobody blurts it out.
Okay.
We're going to write it down. We're going to do the timing, and then you're going to give me your answer. All right.
Right.
Final question.
I love Carol's answer, by the way, on the question before. The only keys I know are the ones that open the front door and the ones that open the fly screens. All right, sorry.
Here we go. Final question of the day. Rich has appeared on how many magazine covers over his career?
Ooh.
We covered this on one of the shows recently.
We did. All right, time's up. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Let's go to James first.
0.
0. Let's go to Ian.
You see, initially on that show, I said it'd actually been 1 that you didn't like to talk about, but really it was 0.
Rich, your answer.
I have no answer other than guess the big goose egg, because I can't think of any covers I've been on.
Your answer. You said you had been on 1.
No, I said he'd been on 1, which is why I said he said he'd been on 1, but he didn't like to talk about it. But the fact of the matter was, it was 0.
Oh. Okay. Well, now I have to come up with a different final question.
I should get the points for that. I mean, I got it bang on right. You know, what can I say? Look,
Well,
1
actually,
and 0.
you actually all got it right. I had the wrong answer, but you all got it right. So we could do that. You all got it right.
I mean,
If
we'll get 100 points.
If I add 100 points to everybody's score, James still wins.
Then James is our Jeopardy winner.
James is the winner.
And I bow to his infinite knowledge.
I'm sure that you answered more correct questions than I did.
Yeah, but you got the higher valued ones, man.
Yeah, see,
Exactly.
I blocked Ian at the pass.
And I would have
Yeah, it's
stormed
true.
it if it hadn't been Rich for playing dirty.
Yeah, Ian could have swept the song goulash category and won. That's true. It was some good strategy there, Rich.
Hey, anything to keep the game honest. I mean, going. I mean, well, you know.
Dirty. That's what I like to call it. You know,
Okay.
you're the sort of bloke that, you know, snookers people for the sake of snookering them when you could have potted a ball.
Oh, Pinky, for shame. Pinky says he was just on Janitors in Throngs cover last week. Oh, my. Where can we buy that? Never mind. Never mind.
You guys did well.
I was impressed by my performance in Song Goulash. The rest of it I was struggling with, to be honest. Well, the fabulous females I felt should have been easier than it was, if that makes sense. I knew the answers, just couldn't find them in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just scared the hell out of me. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm very impressed by the musical knowledge of these two guys on the show here, and wish I had the mind I had back years ago, because I can't remember half the stuff that I should know.
Yeah,
That's
neither can
because
I.
That's all the drugs and alcohol, Rich.
Yeah, very well could be.
When I say drugs, I mean Nurofen or
ibuprofen.
Of some kind.
Ibuprofen, yeah.
Are you going through menopause too, Rich?
Holding, retaining water,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that his final question? So James, how does it feel, man?
I'm in a state of shock. I really didn't expect to win. I think that Ian was more deserving on that for answering more questions correctly, but that's the way the system goes. Look forward to the next one.
Strategy. Right?
How much? Just out of interest, how much did you pay Rich to play dirty like that, James?
Well, you see, that's why I really came on the show late, because I was secretly Skyping him on my other user ID just to talk tactics.
And transfer funds.
Exactly. Bitcoins.
PayPal's a wonderful thing.
It is indeed.
I don't know. I feel cheated out of it, to be honest. That's how I really feel about this. I feel that Rich stormed in there at the last minute and just grabbed it all from underneath us. And I felt that he played dirty in the last quiz.
I cheated
by stealing the tiebreaker question last time.
I cheated the very first game. I admitted that I did cheat. I was not qualified to answer the tiebreaker question, but I cheated and did it anyway. So I admit that. I should never have won that game. This game, however, blocking you was the right thing to do, and I'm very happy to have done it. So there.
But I think next time we play it, we'll make the answers much easier, and the game will mostly be about blocking.
There you go. There you go.
That might be more fun.
You're right, Pinky. Andrea did graduate from the Berklee School of Music. She's a musical genius.
I don't know about genius.
I took 1 semester of theory in high school, for crying out loud.
I done a computer music course at West Thames College for 10 weeks on a Sunday morning.
Like church.
That's my official training.
It was theory church.
Theory church?
There you go. All right, now we got to figure out who's going to do the next 5th Sunday.
It's you or James. Who wants it?
Well, I'm quite happy to host next time. I'll come up with something completely bizarre and unusual. Awesome. A quiz format with no general direction.
If you're
that
willing,
could be the theme. I'm willing to do the next one.
If you want to do it, I'll let you do it. I've got something planned.
That'll be good, actually, Rich, because that means you're going to end up with the Christmas one. It'll be the last one in September before we take our Christmas break.
And it will be the most bizarre show of all, I think.
Doing a play, like you've mentioned we're going to do, a radio play, I think would be suitable for a Christmas broadcast, don't you?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a Flash Gordon radio drama.
Flash Gordon?
Yes.
Fantastic. Can I be a flying monkey?
I don't know. I haven't read the script yet.
Or can I be Brian Blessed?
I don't know. I haven't read the script. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Do we get T-shirts?
If you got a T-shirt, you'd be welcome to wear it.
Oh, can we get Queen on just to do dun 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 Flash?
Maybe. We'll have to see. I'm not sure. I don't know what the copyright issue therein would be. I'm sure we'd get sued somehow. But if you want to, you could probably do that. Record me a little a bit, and we'll put it on.
We'll get everyone involved. So,
yes.
If we're doing a group play,
everybody in the chat room, if everybody in the chat room wants to be a part of it, record it now. Send it to me. Send me your what Ian did. And then
we'll in the key of the record.
We'll mix them all. We'll mix them all. No. Do it in your whatever key you want. We'll mix it all together and play it. It'll be awesome.
That's not a bad idea.
Cool.
It will be funny.
And we need some really bad laser sounds.
And we need, James, when you do your show, simple questions. Remember, I'm old.
Indeed. Don't worry. I'll just make sure that they're targeted at our kind of interests, and we'll be fine.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I'm from the past as well. Only musically.
Excellent. That's all I ask. Just remember us old people.
So it's going to be another quiz, is it, James?
I think so. I might just have to have a good think about that and see what I can come up with, and I'll pitch it to you all next time in our secret warm-up session.
Awesome. Awesome. These quizzes are good because it really, it does sort of show how unqualified we are to sit on this panel.
It does highlight, really.
Or to play our own music.
That's why. See, I'm just the host. I don't have to be musically qualified.
So. You see, I understand that this theory stuff all exists, and I know my basics. I do know my basics. But, I pick up a guitar or a uke or a keyboard or whatever, and if it sounds good, I go with it. I don't really care if I'm playing an augmented fifth or a diminished or a third or whatever, as long as it sounds good. That's my main priority. Just saying.
I think that's probably how most musicians approach music. But as we know, the more you know, the more you can control of your music.
Indeed, there is. I contacted a piano teacher once around here and said to him, sort of, you know, I'd like to learn a bit more piano. I know my basics on a keyboard. I've done since I was a child, but I'd like to learn more, a few techniques, a few get my playing up a bit more. But I'm not really interested in learning all the theory side to it. I just want to learn to play. Mm-hmm. And he said to me, okay. He says, well, what have you done in music? I said, well, I've written a few songs. And he says, and you don't know your theory? I was like, no. He said, well, you haven't really written the songs, then have you? And that kind of, I kind of like, you know, maybe I won't come and see you for lessons.
Did you show him music you'd written down? And yeah, I actually did.
He sounds like he's a barrel of fun, that guy.
He did. He sounded like a barrel of laughs, and like he was going to get a lot of students with that attitude. And my life,
yeah.
You know, safe to say, I didn't take a lesson with him.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Good choice. Well, thanks for playing, you guys. Y'all did a great job.
Thank you for hosting,
thanks for hosting.
Amazing stuff.
Sadly, there is no prize. So sorry, James. It's just the glory.
I can live with that.
You'll bask in that for weeks.
There you go. All right. Well,
might even give me an incentive to appear on time.
I have to say though, Andrea, the next one that James does, you see, Rich has won a quiz now. All right, by cheating it was, but I mean, you know, he's won one as it is. James has won one now.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one, it's basically you and I who've got to sort of win this.
Yeah, I hope it's not too hard because you know how put together my brain is lately.
I might even introduce Phone a Friend.
Phone a friend, yeah, or what are the three things in that other game? Phone a friend.
50-50.
Yeah, you get a clue
else.
or something.
Ask the audience.
Ask the audience.
That'd be good.
Oh, right. Because that'll be good because our audience are pretty knowledgeable a lot of the time, so we could throw that out there. But I would like to say, you know, I mean, if we introduce the phone a friend thing, I mean, that's a bit biased against Rich, isn't it?
That's true. Nobody I can call except maybe one of you guys. And even then, you probably wouldn't pick up.
I'd help you, mate. I'd help you.
Like I've helped you. Oh, Andrea, great job. Thanks for doing this today. Had a really good time. You wanna close out the show right now?
No, I'll let you do the honors, Rich.
All right. Well,
thanks for playing.
Yes, thank you to everybody. Thanks for being with us on today's 5th Sunday MSI quiz. We'll be back again next week with another episode of MSI. We'll have 3 new songs put in front of our panel. It's going to be a surprise panel. I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised who we're going to have on the panel next week. Certainly hope you tune in for that. I hope we have enough room for everybody. Not really sure.
You know, I hope you guys are ready for next week because it's going to be interesting and it's all going to be here where I'm sitting. That's where it's all going to be going on. So, yeah.
It's going to be amazing, really. If it all gets pulled off with nobody being thrown out of a window.
Let's just say I'm taking proceeds to bolt my TV to the cabinet so it can't be thrown out the window. I've gone out and bought a teapot. Because these guys love their tea, and yeah, it's I don't know what to say really. It's going to be interesting.
All I can say is you'll know who it is when you hear that song.
When you hear that song,
exactly.
What, you would like to sing along.
You know the song I'm talking about then.
When you hear that song,
yeah.
So
when you hear that song, you'll know who it is. So tune in again next week for another episode of MSI. Again, a huge thank you to James, Andrea, the Alex Trebek of MSI, and of course, Ian, and most of all to you out there in the audience for being with us. Thank you, and we'll see you again next time right here on Music Scene Investigation. Thanks for being here, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.